All right, let's fix this up, guys. What's going on? Doing some live reactions, and it's kind of the tradition now that I just kind of do some guitar backing improv while we let people roll in here. So we are going to do that, just that. What's up? I'm happy to see you too, man. So while people roll in here, I'll play some guitar. Check my email. Okay. When did you email me? Yeah, Matt. All right, so we got some people rolling in here now. Yeah, I was doing some guitar stuff on Instagram, and then I just kind of lost interest. And I was like, you know what? I've got everything set up to do some reactions, so why don't we do that? And that's what we're gonna do. So turn off all this stuff, and why don't you guys give me some good songs? Yeah, bro. I don't. If you sent me an email, I'm so sorry. I get a ton of emails, so I'll have to go back and check. What's up, Brandon? Back to Grave Mistake by Ice Nine Kills. Okay, let's check that out. I've never heard of that. Is that like your cousin's band? I already forget what it's called. Grave Mistake, Ice Nine Kills. Well, Gonzalo, I'm right here, man. So if you have songs you want to recommend, I'm not gonna. All due respect, I'm not gonna stop what I'm doing here and check my emails. That might take a minute. If you gave me like a laundry list, man, if you want to condense it down to like something you'd like to hear today, then let me know. I get that a lot. So, and this is always I always sound like a dickhead here, but you know, when you start up these channels, even if you have like 30 fans and then you've got those 30 fans and they're all sending you like a list of songs, then it gets a little overwhelming sometimes. So, all right, let's do Grave Mistake, Ice Nine Kills. We'll pick up Gonzalez's song here, and then we'll check out what Matt's been talking about here. Hive Mind, is that what it's called? Richelieu. Oh, a lot of people have been asking me to listen to Richelieu too, so we'll do that for sure. Ice Nine Kills, A Grave Mistake. Why is there a cartoon version that's like, or is that a cartoon? No, it's a real person. There's one that's, the actual video is 8.5 minutes, and then there's just a Grave Mistake that's 3 minutes long. So, do I just listen to the 3-minute one? Okay, cool. Thanks.
Here lies a lifeless bride and groom, till death to us part came far too soon. Buildings burn and people die all of the time. But I heard that you reap what you sow.
No avenge, Brandon.
So
I'm gonna unmod you.
We go, and when you see my face, you'll know you can save yourself or save your soul. When you meet the man whose life you stole.
You know right away, and I'm gonna pause these. This doesn't I don't think it strays too far from Avenged Sevenfold from what I've heard so far. Oh, bless you, puppy. Oh, the girl movie?
Payback for what you took from me. Heard that you reap what you sow. So here's to believing in ghosts. When you see my face, you can save yourself or save your soul. You need some man.
I don't know, man. It kind of reminds me of like a boy version of Evanescence so far. I don't know if I dig this. And this upload is like really fucking shitty quality. I don't have the best speaker here, but this upload is terrible. Cool solo.
You can save yourself or save your soul. But you meet some man whose life you stole. With weathered wings and broken bones. Fight for the fallen flies the crow. You can save yourself. Now you can save yourself.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, absolutely. We'll get to that one. Let me do. Thank you so much. Frischlu Landmines.
You can save
And then we'll get to yours. So, let me get to this one that this guy requested like months ago. And I've also seen it on the channel. But thank you so much for the donation. I did not like that song at all. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to be honest with you. It reminded me of like Evanescence, and I don't know, it's just very mediocre to me. I'm doing all right, Richard. Thanks. The solo was really cool. The solo was probably the best part of that thing. It just felt really overproduced and generic, and something I would expect to see on the remake of The Crow. But I've heard much worse. I'd never have a reason to listen to that ever again. So don't make me. No, but thank you for the request. Okay, so we're gonna do Rislu Landmines. I'm excited to hear this. I get this. You know what? This looks familiar. We might have listened to this on another stream. Let's see. Might have been another Rislu song. And let me kind of get ready for. No, we haven't heard this. I haven't heard this.
This may be where the sidewalk ends.
Maybe some more Dillinger. See if I can get it. Soil Work is awesome.
Surface is water.
Oh, this is
I
cool.
need water. I've killed everyone here except for my daughter. She had 16 points to make. 5 were heads, the other 10 were slaves, chasing their tails, bringing her fire. What does it say when you're better than them? What was the matter last night? Slave to the limit by my friends, I'm beginning to bond with
Hey, Eva. I want to apologize for the connection issues that people keep fucking calling me right now, so sorry. This reminds me of like the music's kind of in the realm of Mastodon maybe, and the singer's kind of a little Freddie Mercury-ish, I'd say.
To crawl across this tin can tightrope wall, I want to crawl. I want to crawl across.
Looks like Snoke from the shitty Last Jedi.
I want to crawl,
Also kind of get a Matthew Bellamy from Muse vibe. I kind of get a Muse vibe from this song.
Forget a bit about it.
The Sugar? I can see Sugar. That's pretty cool, man.
We're just here to burn your city's down. Call a load of love and a lot of empty voices.
Reacting to songs.
To learn to overcome my
This is weird.
tears and beyond those ordinary
Weird transition.
we have seen the naked automated cabaret, and we've moved on.
This is beautiful. The bass is really holding the fort down. Fuck yeah, dude. This is cool. It's called Landmines by Rich. Here you go, guys. Matchy. That was pretty interesting. I like parts of that song. As a whole song, I don't know how I feel about it. It was kind of like a oh thanks. Yeah, I'm kind of a magic dork. As a whole song, it was kind of disjointed to me, and there were just certain parts of the song that I enjoyed. So we had a paid request from I'm so sorry, from Mr. Brandon Hagler and also from Mr. Beefy. Animals by the End, and then some Devin Townsend. I just burped up beef jerky. Sorry. So this is oh, I'm sorry, The End, Animals. Okay, sorry. So let's restart that. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry to interrupt this real quick. It's not paid requests only, but if somebody, is gonna, I'll try to get to donations as best as I can. So that's kind of how I used to do it. Is I would queue up if people donate, I queue it up, and then once those are out, I'll get to the regular requests as well. I'll do my best. So I don't know. Let me rewind. Oh God, I can't talk like 10 seconds here. Really digging this for some reason. Oh, thanks, Allison. I love this. This is awesome. I hear a little bit of James Maynard in his voice. Was it 5 over 4? Is that the time? I couldn't tell. I forgot now. Awesome. I really actually enjoyed that. I liked how it's seemed like the transitions were really seamless. Ooh, As I Lay Dying has a new song. I listened to them today. I listened to Through Struggle, that album, whatever album that song is on. I love that. Brandon Hagler had a request, a paid request, and again, and just to kind of reiterate here, so these paid requests, at your own risk. I don't know how long I'll do this. I'll try to get to all of them. I'll queue them up, and then maybe if there's like one or two that we leave hanging, then I can pick them up on the next live stream. So Let's do Devin Townsend, Nobody's Here. And I'm actually going to pull up I'm going to take a risk here and pull up the lyrics version too, because I want to read the lyrics. And then we'll do Allison Had a Request as well. This is from Terrio. This is pretty. Everybody's been trying to get me to listen to this album, and I don't know why I haven't. I'm just a stubborn old shit. Sometimes you're not ready for Devin's awesomeness.
It's good to see you here. Come in. Can I offer
I'm not listening to 2 Weeks by All That Remains. I hate that album as whenever they transition to super gay. I don't like it.
and they say
All right, Ross, more Devin. Sorry, we'll listen to All That Remains, This Calling, and prior to that. But anything after that, I can't do it, man. I love you to death, but I can't do it. This is fucking beautiful.
roll this up.
Trivium did the same thing. Hey, Colin, I've never heard of Spirit Box. Thanks for subbing. Oh my god. No, man, I haven't heard them. Maybe, I don't know.
And lock yourself away.
This song is so great.
Relax. It doesn't matter anyway. 'Cause it's all a lie, it's true. I think, I guess, I know, I think, I know.
got pretty good chills. Fucking cool song. And it's really interesting because the chorus, you know, really just bounced between two chords, and what he did is it was just kind of a the first time he did the chorus, you know, was like a 4/4, and then the second time he comes around, he does a slight time change, he cuts it off by measure, and then so it builds, just hearing those two things, it builds kind of an anticipation, so by the time the bridge and the solo came, you're like really digging and craving something different. And it's not like he's boring you to death or anything like that, but he really knows how to build tension and suspense, and you know something big's coming, and then he delivers it, and it's so much more than you could ever imagine. I mean, that guy's brain is just in a different universe. Arch Enemy was requested. It's a paid request by Allison. Thank you very much. The Immortal. I don't think I've ever listened to Arch Enemy. Isn't it don't we have a female vocalist on this one? Maybe, I don't know. It is. I see her down here. Oh, she's cute. So we're gonna listen to the Immortal, and then we had another Devin Townsend song, and oh, this one they had a dude vocalist. Okay, cool. Then we had another Devin Townsend paid request, Stormbending, which I've actually never heard that song, so I'm very excited. Here we go. Maybe. Here we go. Very trashy.
This liquidation of euphoria, new life of modern time. Fading rise of immortality, disbelief on your face. Living through the halls of treasure, so hello for low human dignity to throw. Rather more on life, never ending. Time stands still as the oils keep on running. Future is lost within us. All we need is decay. Crying out to fall to the view. Eternal life is killing me. Triumphant is here as they ride on this arena of the undead. You got a lamp on bullet body. We ain't got race. Through the halls of darkness, so hello, follow you, but you can't throw. We are more alive, never ending. It's a crazy. The future is not within us. All we need is decay. Trying out the fountain of you. It's all life is getting me.
Great tone. Really good tone. I like the 80s drive we have here with the drums, guitar solo. Jesus Christ. Just doesn't give up, man. It's not really like when we get into heavier stuff like that. It's not music I love. No, I said that wrong. It's not music I listen to, but I love it. I guess whenever I listen to like the more of the metal, it was back in the early 2000s when like Kill Switch was kind of coming out. That metalcore really dropped, if you want to call it that. And then like by 2005 or six, I started getting into Dream Theater and kind of going more into the prog. But this is crazy. It just reminds me of it reminded me a lot of Death for some reason. I don't know if you guys get that same vibe, but I definitely did. That was fucking cool. That solo was just crazy, man. That was like a 2 minute long solo. You know how long that? It's a long time to play a solo, especially like that. That was a really good tone, and I think it was phrased very well. Really cool. Hey, what's up, man? So we're gonna do Devin Townsend Project Storm Bending. That should catch us up on our donation requests, and then we'll kind of see what goes after that. All right. So we're going to watch. Let's see. I'll do studio version. Sorry, I'm like really snacky right now, and ice is better than chips or whatever. I'm so hungry. Canadian? No, I'm Texan. Do I seem Canadian? That's surprising to me. No, but I have heard. Also watched my Hank and it's awesome. That felt like Dream Theater right there. It felt like Mike Portnoy. Wow. See you, Richard. Thanks for tuning in, man. No, man, we're talking about a new Aiken album. That's so good. He's so fucking dynamic. few songs I've heard from Ghost, I'm like, meh. They have that radio single Rats right now, and I think that's kind of corny. But I think that might be their shtick is corny. Rats. I was just like, what? I think they wrote that song. I think I remember reading something. They wrote the Rats song to kind of have like an opening song. I'm trying to find some more stuff to react to. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Let's see, people talking down here. Oh, As I Lay Dying. Yeah, what's the airplane mode? As I Lay Dying. I'm excited to hear this. What is it, My Own Grave or something? My Own Grave, okay. Here we go. Ooh, this is gonna be cool. Let's see. Oh, they have... So the dude's out of prison after trying to get a hitman to kill his wife. That's pretty funny. Hey, you know, we all make mistakes, even murder, I guess. But I'm excited. I just like the band. I like the music. I don't care. Maybe it'll kind of give me a throwback to when I used to skate and shit. So I'm reading the lyrics as well. So now I know there is no one else to bury me inside my own grave. And there's no one else to blame. Bury me inside my own grave. So he wrote this song about himself, obviously, right? Yeah. They sound as good as ever, dude. Songs do this, it's kind of overdone. Like the end of Heartache shit. I don't know. My own it is kind of getting repetitive. Yeah, the breakdown. I'm listening to No Fair Midland. Man, I'm in high demand today with these phone calls. I might do one or two more here. Alien Weaponry, Ru Ana to Winua. I can't even say that, bro. Yeah, that was so. That was. I think I was really excited starting out for like the first minute and a half, 2 minutes, and then it really started kind of weighing on me how that formula is a little boring. But no, I probably won't do any Rivers today. But they are a really cool band. Just because we listened to them last time, and then I ended up listening to that song like a lot of times. Spirit Box. That was the one I wanted to hear. Let me see. So I might have worn them out a little bit off camera, which is a compliment. Oh my god, what the fuck is this song? Perennial? Is that how you say it? All right, let's try this out. Ricky Tikki Tavi by Fair to Midland. Ricky Tikki Tavi. Perennial's a flower? It's like the female Devin Townsend, huh? Hey, cool man. So good, man. Thank you. Hope y'all are well.
Synchronizing into the shadows underneath. Why can't we see the lights are synchronizing? I feel them change their recipes.
Weird.
Draw slow when you take from me. I need time. It's just I can't suffer honestly. The tears again will just keep me alive. I feel the pain through the surrogate.
Trying to gather some thoughts about this. It's kind of Tesseract. I think I prefer this over Tesseract from what I've heard so far. It's really dynamic. Aside from the screaming even, it's almost like a whisper or not a lot of effort maybe into her singing. It's really natural to her. You don't hear any struggles. She really is like female Devin Townsend. Yeah, Animals Leaders with guitar, yeah, this stuff. Thanks, Michael. Michael Myers sis. Thank you. Spirit Box is the band. Maybe another song after this, buddy. it's just a lot to process in one listen, and so I like the song as a whole. It's kind of one of these things where there's a lot going on in a song. Like the guitars are almost kind of doing their own thing, and I understand that's kind of the idea of being polyrhythmic. But at some point, I need something grounded to where I'm actually listening to a song and that's tangible to me, or I can discern what's really happening, or something to kind of tie it together. And luckily for Spirit Box, for that particular song, her melodic vocals were really the thing that was kind of gluing that together. If she weren't such a talented singer, I think that song would probably fall apart pretty easily. It's kind of right on the cusp of like losing my interest, because there's just a lot of shit going on. And when you have the guitars doing all these taps and stuff, and that's kind of their rhythm, their melody, then and then the drums are kind of just doing their crazy thing, and the bass is kind of holding it down with her. Almost, it's kind of a weird thing. Like me explaining it so confusingly is a testament to how confusing music like that is. The Tesseract. And yeah, it is. It's very dynamic, and it's almost like bands like this try so hard. They're so talented. It's almost like they're really trying too hard. So sometimes I'm like, like I wish there was just like a 2 minute portion of this to where it was like a kind of a regular song. I hate to say it like that. Nonetheless, I really enjoyed it. That was one of the more like polyrhythmic bands that we've listened to that I liked. Um, no Hack Creed, man. Hack Creed's just not it doesn't really do well on this channel. I love Hack Creed. If anybody else has never heard that band, you should listen to Hack Creed because it's really fucking awesome. Um, uh, it's more chaotic. Is that like Dillinger? Uh, Dillinger is a little bit too much for me. So, and it's just personal taste. Like this, I didn't hate. I really, really enjoyed it. I'd probably listen to more of these guys. Maybe it's just me kind of dipping my feet in and trying to figure out, because it's like I'm like I know there's something I'm missing here, and I know that maybe I just haven't tried enough. Maybe that's it, or it could be one of those things where my ear is just the taste buds of these guys are just completely different to what's popular out there. I think that like 7 strings and 8 strings and stuff have really almost ruined a lot of the genre out there. When the 7 string, I think, was really the purpose of the 7 string to begin with was the extended scale. Um, so you could have some options on the lower end, of course, but the extended scale of if you're doing your sweepies, your solos and stuff. At least that's what my dear friend that passed away told me. He was so talented at guitar. But then you had like dipshits like Korn that took that 7 string and they just kind of chug away on that low end, and then the gent shit started, and now it's all about that. So that frequency to my ear gets lost, and when you have like the blast beats and stuff, and then the 7 strings doing their thing, and it all just kind of gets buried in there. And yeah, fuck Korn. That band sucks so bad. He's the worst vocalist ever. I hate Jonathan Davis with a fiery passion. I think he sounds like shit. Don't get me started. I don't know why I'm like ranting on Korn and Jonathan Davis right now. It's because I hear that I have a '96 Cavalier. That's what I drive, and so I only have radio. So I listen to 97.1. What's up, Jason? And his new single, "What It Is." Oh my god, I just want to fucking die anytime I hear that song. I want to rip my ears out. I don't know. It's just a really bad song. It's very generic, and I hear it all the time. And people think it's like just the godsend of rock and roll ballads. It's a terrible song. Yes, I have heard Protest the Hero. The first time I ever listened to Protest the Hero, I laughed so hard because those guys hang their guitars up to their titties, and they play them really well, but they're like up here with it. It looks really stupid. Um, so anyway, that's kind of my rant with like the 7 string, and how these people are like doing the finger tapping licks and stuff, and it seems like it all at one point just shifted straight to that, instead of like what we listened to with like the earlier Trivium and All That Remains, and kind of the metalcore stuff where was like harmony and minor thirds. That's kind of the stuff that I like, I guess, or a good Metallica chugging riff or something. There's one Hack Reed music video on YouTube. It's above 100,000 views. It's been there for 9 years. So my one of my viewers, Cool Man here, is trying to convince me to listen to a band, and I kind of have like a golden rule here that if it's not really, if I kind of feel a song out that you guys are requesting, and I just don't think it would really fit for the channel, as far as popularity goes, I hate to say it like that, then probably won't listen to it. So yeah, if it's accumulated 100,000 views over the past decade, probably not gonna do that well. And I will stand by Hack Reed. Is awesome, man. Trivium Shogun album is what a metal album must be with 7-string guitars. I agree. Shogun was an amazing album, and I think they just had their 10-year anniversary or 7 years, something like that, the other day. Matt Heafy kind of did like a week-long Twitch thing for it. As much as I don't really like Trivium anymore, he's just such a cool guy. He's so entertaining, and he's so humble and nice. What a fantastic human being and musician, really. He has a really entertaining YouTube channel, and that's from, I'm really not too much of a Trivium fan, but I am a Matt Heafy fan. But I used to love Trivium a lot. I think we're going to chill and talk for a minute, guys, because I got to go here in a second. I was going to listen to one more, but I'm just kind of having fun talking to you guys and hanging out. Yeah, Matt Heafy, man, he's just, he just gets better and better too. His playing is so clean, and he just has fun with it. He's just one of those that, you can tell he does it for the love of music. Just open your beer. Yeah, I've got to feed this guy and some other dogs. I kind of dog sit during the day for family, so you've got to feed the animals before you feed yourself. What did Hack Reed open for? Gojira? Because they're French, right? Did they open for Gojira back in the day? I had a feeling, but it's only because I know of one French band, actually two, Hack Reed and Gojira, so my options are limited. So who are the, Machine Head, I never really got into them, so that doesn't really affect me, but I know it affects the music world, and that sucks. Tripolium, oh my god, I hated that. Y'all are so obsessed with swing metal. I don't get y'all. I was wondering what, I've been out of the reaction game for a while, so what channels are you guys watching? There's this one black dude, his name is, I think it's King KTF, and he's so entertaining. Have you guys watched him? He is awesome. He's so funny. He adds like these little touches on his videos, and and he has his own little sayings. Dylan Caldwell. Oh, and I'm Bo Cardwell. Oh my gosh, Lost in Vegas is awesome, man. They're so cool. I don't watch whenever they do a lot of the rap stuff, because it's really not my thing. I've tried to listen to rap even on this channel, one of the live streams, and it didn't really do it for me. But when Lost in Vegas, like when they're, when they did like Opeth the other day and Dream Theater for the second time, and that stuff's exciting to me to see people react to that. I think it's a little bit different whenever like somebody like me reacts to rap that's never really listened to it before. Because I just, I don't get it. I especially I don't really pay attention to lyrics. I talked about that on my last live stream. So with me already not paying attention to lyrics and then trying to listen to a rap song where it's very important that you pay attention to lyrics, I can't do it. 4-measure beat looped for 5.5 minutes, and it feels like a fucking eternity, and it's very obnoxious. My job, I work 12-hour shifts on 3 or 4 days a week sometimes, just depends on overtime, and they'll play everything, but when they play rap, it's like all day long, and I just kind of go a little crazy. I get a little delirious, and I start laughing, and I actually kind of enjoy some of it, because it makes me like, it kind of gives you an aggressive mood. So I'll be working. I'll be like, get the fuck out of my way, you know. Like it influences the cultures, man. I don't know. That stuff's dangerous. You got to watch out. Have fun with it though. DHL was held today. Work. Oh no. Oh, the delivery service. So I changed jobs back in June, and I worked for Walmart.com, and I do like inventory and cycle counting, and I basically it's like glorified grocery shopping for a living. I just go up and down 4 stories of this huge tower and get items and then count them, and then um, you know get dirty, and then by the end of the day it's hard for me to walk. I just go and lay in bed. That's why you guys don't hear from me Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. I'm just dying or sick or something. And then I try to do my activities and YouTube and stuff during the week now. I think I'm getting better at this. I at least have been giving you guys like something throughout the week, so I'll kind of get better at it. Don't have Walmart there. I heard it's tough on employees. Depends. People are pussies nowadays. Um, it pays well, and it's hard work. It's a 12-hour shift, and you have to lift shit, and you constantly you just stay busy. I mean, people don't want to fucking work is the problem nowadays. What's more likely, that every employer out there sucks, or that people are lazy? I think it's that people are lazy. Some employers do suck. This isn't my dream job, but I really do love it. It's just people want to they want the benefits, and they don't want to do the work for it, and that is universal across platforms, not just work. It's relationships and dieting and playing your guitar. They want the end result, and they don't want to do any of the work to get to it. So I think that's kind of what is wrong with people nowadays. Am I playing in a band? No. So now that I work Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I had to quit my cover band, and at first I was really happy, and now of course I miss it, right? So I haven't done it for about 3 or 4 months, and now I'm really missing it. So at the start of next year, I'm gonna try to switch up my shifts, maybe, to where I work overnights, and then I free up my weekends, start playing in a band again, get a little side cash, and buy a cool car or something, so I have maybe an auxiliary player. What did you guys cover usually? We covered basically a lot of 90s rock, Tonic. What else did we play? Oh my God, Maroon 5, kind of alternative stuff too, this day and age, pop stuff. We kind of would fill out the venue. Every venue's so different. So yeah, I mean, a lot of gay stuff that but I would just, basically solo over everything, and make it as, cool to me. But whenever you get in a bar, and it's a bunch of hot chicks, and you want to get them up and dancing, then Rooster by Alice in Chains usually isn't going to do that unless they're a really badass group of chicks. But usually it's something poppy and dancey. J Reactor's still around. I don't think his channel is very active, but Jamie, I talked to him through Instagram. I don't do a lot of social media. I do Instagram. You guys are more than welcome to follow me through there. But he's on there, at least like active, like, where you can see his little icon light up or whatever. Since 8 years old. Oh, cool, man. Hell, even if the music gets cheesy, I'd still do Adam Levine. And I'm pretty sure on the straight side. Yeah, I guess you got to give credit where credit's due, huh? Yeah, he's a handsome dude. I mean, that's like 90% of pop music these days is what you look like, and then people write the music for you, and then you get auto-tuned, and then Ruben is first choice. Ruben's awesome, man. I love watching Ruben. He's what got me into reacting, period. There's just something about that guy. He's just a special person. He's a special human being, and he's very authentic. He's an authentic person. And then it gets fun when you learn how to read, your favorite reactors. Like Ruben, you can immediately tell whenever he doesn't like a song. And then, like me, I try to spend like 4 minutes thinking about what I'm going to say to let you guys down easily. But I just started saying I hate things like Korn. I hate Korn and Jonathan Davis. I'm going to make a video about why he's so popular. I have no idea. He sings out of his nose. I would rather listen to M Shadows serenade me while I fall asleep, and I fucking hate Avenged Sevenfold and M Shadows, than ever listen to Jonathan Davis. I'd rather listen to a lifetime loop of myself having diarrhea than listen to Jonathan Davis for one whole song. He's terrible. I know. He sounds like Billy Corgan's voice fucked a cat. That's what Jonathan Davis sounds like to me. I'm so sorry. Oh, man. Yeah, and fuck Billy Corgan. It's just people I don't like, and I don't understand why these people are popular. I guess just personal tastes, but just really obnoxious sounds to my ears, at least. I will say, like, Jonathan Davis is, like, the nicest person from what I could see in interviews and stuff. Yeah, just some voices, exactly. You never get used to some sounds of voices now. There's, like, a couple of Korn songs I can jam to if it comes on the radio. I don't mind. Smashing Pumpkins, I never really got into them that much, but I'll listen to a couple of their songs, but for the most part, they annoy me as well. What can you do? It's weird, you know, Geddy Lee, based on my ranting, I should hate Geddy Lee, but I actually really enjoy Geddy Lee. I don't know why. You know? I think that was a song, I think I was conceived while Tom Sawyer was on or something like that, and I just always enjoyed Geddy Lee. Yeah, I love Rush. Pretty awesome band. Rush fan. I love Genesis. Genesis is a band that I, grew up on. Phil Collins era. I love Phil Collins. And they're very proggy. Some of their stuff kind of stepped away from that. Tarzan soundtrack, Phil Collins. Porcupine Tree, of course. I'm trying to think about Porcupine Tree when I discovered them. I was listening to... Sorry, I'm thinking. It was 2011, and I think it was just recommended on my YouTube. Arriving Somewhere But Not Here. I listened to it and I was like, oh my god, this is Pink Floyd. And then I started getting into Steven Wilson, and then the rest is history, I think Blackfield is just a really awesome band that Steven Wilson's been a part of. I'm an old guy. I'm 32. A lot of people think I'm like 25 or something. But yeah, I've been old for a long time. You know you're old whenever you can't drink a beer without like having to take like Rolaids or Tums with it or an antacid. You're pretty old. You guys are fun to talk to. I like kind of winding down at the end of a stream instead of just cutting it off, because you get to know me. 52? Jesus Christ, I didn't know that. Man. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's because I'm a young nerd, like at heart, or something. Or I try to keep, trendy haircuts and stuff to fool everyone. Yeah. You guys have any questions or anything before I head out? And any other hobbies? Yeah. Art, of course. I do a lot of art. I've kind of been slacking off lately. Music, magic. I like to do magic tricks sometimes. It's something I've kind of gotten back into. I used to love doing it as a kid. Hey, 92 something. I can't read that far away. Stuff with my hands, like anything that involves like creating. I like doing that, building, creating. Just. It kind of sounds weird, I guess, but I have this issue where if I try something I don't know if it's an issue or not, but if I try something new and I'm not good at it right away, then I get really upset and mad, and I have to keep doing it until I get at least decent at it. And then, of course, when I'm decent at it, I want to get better at it. So that's kind of how a lot of my life goes. I have like, I worked at a State Farm place and I was just an intern, and then I just got my insurance licenses earlier this year. Like I studied and got every insurance license I could, like in the course of a month, which is pretty insane. That's a lot of studying and a lot of pressure with tests, state exams too. So it's like this little cubicle, and you have headphones on, and you can't, pick your nose or do anything suspicious. Like it's very, controlled, and people are surveillancing it like crazy. So I got these insurance licenses just to see if I was smart enough to do it. So that's kind of my hobby, is to find things to get good at. I have PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch up there. I've been playing Zelda Breath of the Wild. Oh, this is awesome. My awesome sister made me a custom Yeti cup of Legend of Zelda. Check this out. It's fucking beautiful. That's awesome. I designed it myself, but she had it built. It's pretty cool. I know. It's awesome. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I've been maybe thinking about getting a new car, playing my guitar a lot. That's about it. Yeah, it's my life. But I guess I'm going to log off here, guys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody that stayed and watched, and thanks for the thumbs ups and stuff like that. I'm not a huge advocate of, promoting my Instagram or telling everybody to thumbs up my videos, but it is helpful. So I really do appreciate that. It helps the channel out. I'm sure some way as far as algorithms go. So I appreciate it, guys. We'll see you maybe tomorrow or maybe next week. I don't know. Keep an eye out with the little bell icon thing. Bye.